probably the Pete joints. Yeah, did you hear the Sean?
No, I haven't heard them. Dalma was telling me about them though.
Pretty crazy. I don't know. I'm real particular about the XL. I've seen people like getting busy on it. But
oh crap.
I don't want to get into like who's better or whatever.
I feel you. I know for me, I don't know. There's so many different techniques. I can't pretend that part of the reason why I was like, well, if I can get a 3000, I'll really start working this part of the, the Dilla part of it all, how round it sounded. My favorite record still to this day is still done on the SP 1200.
Pete Rock.
Between Pete Rock, I think Pete Rock made my favorite records, and Large Professor, his earlier stuff, were my favorite beats ever made. You know what I'm saying? But then the more the modern people, like even the guys are really great at the ASR, like a Jake 1. Holy crap!
Yeah, ASR 10. Yeah.
Holy, and Alchemist Alchemist is now in the 2500, but he was very good at that as well.
Yeah, Knots. Crazy with the
Knots is very good too. You forget Teddy Riley's a big.
Oh, he's still New Jack Swing back on the New Jack. You know what I mean?
The XL2 and all that stuff.
Michael Jackson stuff.
I mean, my favorite. I think the greatest remix ever done in music history is not. It's not even rap. It's Teddy Riley's remix of Jane Child. Don't Wanna Fall in Love. Don't wanna fall in love. If you heard the original version, I mean. At that point,
I remember her. Her album was dope.
Let me tell you something. If you hear the original version, Teddy Riley had leaped over remixing and literally a recreation of a song. Wow. First of all, the original record was done by Jam and Lewis, so it was already in pocket.
Right.
Beautiful chord arrangements, but Jam and Lewis never fell into hip hop. They didn't understand where young people were going, and hip hop and all this stuff. Teddy Riley introduced hip hop in such a broad. He didn't limit it to his hip hop was just super wide.
It wasn't really.
I can't act like Groove Me isn't hip hop. You got Champ sitting up in there.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. There's no way in the world you can't pretend that was a hip hop record. It's just he did it in such a broad way.
Yeah. It was the beginning of they were saying like Puff started the R&B and stuff mixed with the hip hop. Teddy Riley was really mixing it in there.
Actually,
New Jack Swing, man.
Well, let me tell you the puffy part of it. I believe in Puffy's mind, what he was really trying to create, all those records, was the experience he was having of listening to Kid Capri. I was interning for Puffy when he was at Uptown. He wouldn't miss it. Kid Capri on at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon or something. He wouldn't miss it. He wanted. He wanted to sound like he wanted to sound like a blend, but constructed as if it wasn't a blend.
Right.
So instead of playing Public Enemy's instrumental over with New Edition's vocals on the top, he's like, no, let's recreate it as if that's how it was. You know how blends sound like a blend.
Yeah, like a mashup.
Yeah, it sound like a blend. So
that's why all the Mary J. Blige stuff just sound like some some mixtape type stuff, like, cause it's like a girl singing over some hip hop stuff, like
absolutely
straight up mixtape stuff. But it's like real. Instead of mixtape, it's like, yo, let's do this album, and you gonna sing over this hip hop stuff.
What's your take on it now? Now that everything is so digital, are you part of the constituency now that's like, yo, just to sell 15 records, I got to give away 60?
Nah, I'm not. I don't agree with that at all. Nah, it's just, if you got product to sell and you got value, it's value to your product. So you should put your price on it and let that price stand. Because that's kind of the problem. It just turned into everybody just giving away a bunch of free stuff. So, but I feel like you lumping yourself in with everybody else when you count. It's cool to give, if you're giving a free song out, whatever, every once in a while, it's cool. But like when you're doing a whole album and giving it out, unless you got another plan on top of that, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, we're gonna release, like Diamond District, they released the clean version free, and then later on they dropped the real version, like whatever, the vinyl or whatever. If you're doing something like that, that's cool. But I don't know. I feel like the time and energy you put into the music, there's a value to it, you know.
I definitely believe in the value. I just think people have to, you know, for lack of a better analogy, got treated like drugs. You get like, okay, you're addicted
Get
to
a
me
little
now.
hit. Yeah.
You're addicted to me now. But I also got to pay attention to like guys like Flying Lotus, who are now in a space where, you know, clearly he put most of his music out for people to just listen to, but now people are willing to go pay to hear him play his own music for an hour.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's you know, it could work in your favor or it could not work in your favor. Because then people, it could get to the point where, I always think about it could get to the point where people just expecting it to be free. Like, well, are you charging now? Alright, you know what I mean? I'm gonna find it somewhere else for free. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Wow.
And that's the thing I like. We still do physical product too. So.
Well, I think the beautiful thing about the physical stuff is be honest, vinyl is on a rise, but not for the average consumer, but for collectors.
Right.
So a Kev Brown, we only made 300 of these 45s. Get bought up, zoop, 2 days versus the, you know, racks and racks of Fat Beat albums.
Yeah.
You put out an exclusive 45 with a Kev Brown minute and a half dub that no one ever heard, you'll sell out of that because bottom line, they're gonna get your song digitally. They just want to have a physical copy so they can just brag like you don't got this.
Right.
It's more of a trophy. Records are trophies now, more than musical commodities.
Yep, that's it. Cause it's
hold on, this is doing too much. Hold on. Let me stop. That's one thing that I don't miss about the SP1200. If you ain't get it right, you ain't get it right. You know what I'm saying? And plus, let's say you're going back to the song for more sound sources. I might have had the EQ different, the volume different. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh God, where was the volume at then? You know what I'm saying? So you fall into the trap of that. But
that's crazy. Yeah, that's I always think about that when I'm, especially on the XL.
What's the album you listen to the most and study the hardest? Mine.
That's easy.
I know mine. My three are the first album I listened to the hardest is an album that people didn't love as much as I did. The hardest listened album was definitely Chubb Rock's "And the Winter Is."
God damn.
Howie T was blowing my mind. Just everything was in key.
Hitman Howie T.
Amazing, right? Then
stop that
train. Then the truck.
The rap Amtrak.
Oh man, all of that stuff. He is totally underappreciated for what his contributions were.
Word up.
You know what the smash was on that album that everybody overlooked. Dun 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 dun.
Man, Woman.
Yes.
Infinity. Incredible record. Yeah, but this is
well, you know, P-Rock, the Soul Survivor joint was my.
I heard that really. That
was like the
blew you away.
Yeah, that was pretty much.
From what I've heard, is that in the Group Home album?
Well, Group Home album, I just used to listen to that because that joint was just rocking. Yeah, I listened to that a lot. But the Soul Survivor joint was the main joint. When that came out, I was like, yo, this is crazy. How is he doing these beats? And then, you know, later on, Dilla stuff and.
I told you I missed the whole Dilla thing. I missed a big part of it because on the radio I was playing the hit records, the Fabs, all those type of records and everything, the hit records. So I missed out on 98% of the raucous stuff because I wasn't gonna get to play it on the radio. Totally didn't see any of that.
That's crazy.
I had to revisit all that stuff.
That's crazy because you're super hip hop, so that is pretty crazy.
I had to revisit it all.
What's this? This the same joint?
That's I got a lot of pieces to it.
But back then, Raucous was getting played on the radio.
Only 3 records was Fat
Miss Fat Booty. I remember hearing the Styles P joint on the radio. My Life.
And Pharoah Monch's Dunk, and that's it. But they got a catalog full of stuff.
No Reflection Eternal was in those 3.
The Blast.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Raucous on the radio.
Damn.
4 records.
Yeah.
4 records.
Well, they were still, it was cracking while I was cracking.
It could have it could have done even more if they got over to MCA.
It seemed like that's when the problem started.
It was because they then they tried to be Def Jam.
Yeah, that's the same thing I thought. I was like, they doing too much right now.
Wasn't a ghostwriter on Raucous?
Skills, yes he was.
Skills.
I'm gonna delete these for a second just to make sure I can get it on the disc. Hold on. I can just.
You running out of space?
Yeah, because I hadn't chopped any stuff down. Remember, I had a whole big pieces.
Floppies. You see this?
The death.
Floppies. It's 2013. The future right now. That's pretty crazy.
You better get that zip drive popping.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Floppy, son. Floppy for life.
Welcome to the new millennium, right?
You gonna have one sound per disc.
It's 2013. He just got a zip drop. Just got a zip drop.
Oh well, I'm old school.
Shout out to Damu.
Yeah, Donald,
Right.
thank you for the disc and for you having tons of them. That's amazing. That's amazing, man.
Damu saves across multiple discs.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I had a wonderful opportunity to go to visit his house one day, and he's a very by himself person. He doesn't.
Yes.
One day I called him out the blue, and I was like, "Yo, man, I'm on Georgia Avenue. I'd love to come by." He's like, "Come by." I had never seen that many records in my life, yo. And I had a lot of records. I guarantee you, I have a lot of records now, but 60% of what I had is gone. He had that 60%, what I have now, and more. I couldn't. Every time I turned around, there was boxes of. It was unbelievable. The living area, a record library where he makes his music at, more records. And there was another room with more. I was like, yo, I couldn't believe it. And I asked him, do you curate these records? I mean, do you have like, this has nothing on it,
Right.
this has everything on it? And I don't think he does. He said, I don't throw away records. He's like, I won't throw it away. And that's wise of him because think of how your ear has changed, brother.
Yeah.
You ever go back to a record you don't listen 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Yep.
no, that never crossed my mind.
Definitely. My ear is definitely changed over the years.
I'm gonna do all that later. Hold on.
What do you think producers will be sampling in 30 years? R. Kelly,
Wow.
The Roots,
That's a good question.
I don't know, man.
Will they be sampling samples?
sampling Dilla,
I hope not.
Miguel.
Well, why not? Why not? Because wasn't the first song on the Slum Village album is Dilla sampling D'Angelo?
Yeah.
Bones in my Jones. I mean, was it Jones in my bones? He sampled that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was
that was quite, and it was a hell of a flip.
Yeah, and it was.
So it could happen.
I don't know. It depends, cause it's interesting though, cause I hear cats sampling stuff from the '90s and stuff. So it's
90s
like
rap records or 90s.
it's like song
like a D'Angelo
R&B
record?
stuff, like like you said, Jake One used the
He's a
Rick
great
Brown
jam.
Eyes joint.
Yeah.
For A. Marie.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, when I heard that, I was like, dang, I never thought about sampling that because I grew up on it. You know what I mean? So I never really got into sampling stuff I grew up on. It was kind of like the generation
Before
you.
like your parents' kind of generation. So I'm not used to really sampling stuff from. Like
What you
I wouldn't
listen to on the
picture
radio.
Yeah, I wouldn't picture myself sampling like Teddy Riley, like you said earlier. Like yo, let me sample. But cats do that. Like Early Reed made some beats, and he chopped some stuff up, and it was like, all right, and but I just never. That's just never really been my thing.
I've actually thought about sampling the bass line from "Piece of My Love."
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, a secret that no one knows. No, I'm glad you said that. Let me tell you a secret no one knows. Do you know that what's that Redman song? Your man Eric Sermon says it in a rap. He sampled Jodeci's bass line, and they were currently out. What was it? What was it?
It was what album was it? You know?
Muddy Waters.
Damn.
What was the first single off Muddy Waters? And it's not Whatever Man.
Nah.
The bass line is boom, 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 boom.
Rockefeller was on that album, wasn't it?
Boom, 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 boom. You know that's Jodeci's I'm Freaking You.
From what part?
The very end of the record, yo. At the end of the record. First of all, I'm a Jodeci groupie, which is sad for a man. But nigga,
take that part of the tape.
No, you can keep it. I have no shame. I have no. Why would I be ashamed of that? Look, Jodeci came out. First of all, you had to choose sides. Either you were Boyz II Men or Jodeci. I ran with Jodeci. Fuck that. I'm not going to be ashamed of.
That's the bad share.
It's okay. It'll live.
I'm just
Yo, are you kidding? Look, Devontae was amazing. You can't pretend he wasn't. I'm not gonna say no. That's what's wrong with y'all now.
I don't know.
I'm too busy to throw people away because it sound funny.
I mean, they was rocking. Don't get me.
Did you see the clothes the Soul Sonic Force wore? We should have ran from rap. Niggas look like the Village People.
Yeah, they was wild.
Exactly. We should. If we gonna go by the aesthetic, we should have ran from rap.
But that was the early. They was heavy on Funkadelic and stuff.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying,
that stuff didn't change until like I guess Run DMC, I guess, because they came out dressing regular, and then they pretty much changed the game. Like, all right, I'm gonna dress regular too, since y'all dress regular,
Right. Let me put this spacesuit up.
Yeah. But
But you know what? Even in its transition, there were people still holding on to. The theater part of it, like okay,
soul part,
I'll add this. This is how I'll transition it for myself. The rap record that made me want to be a participant versus someone just watching was UTFO's Roxanne. I bought that record for my cousin, who I just got a text message before you guys came, who's out of jail. He's been in jail for at least 15-something years. So Dante, I'm glad to hear you're out. But I bought that record for him for Christmas. And borrowed it the day after Christmas, and I've been buying records every day of my life ever since. Wow. And on the cover, very deceptive, there's a Kango. Kango from UTFO. He had a sword on. If you remember with the album cover, with that single cover,
the samurai sword.
He had a samurai sword on. The other dude was dressed like a librarian, and Dr. Ice looked like he was great going to surgery. And Kango in the middle with a sword on, looking like a swashbuckler, looking like Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. So
that's pretty crazy.
It's nuts.
I mean, look at Outkast. Look at Andre 3000. He still got that kind of out there, kind of, unusual appearance in hip hop still.
So is that what Common was going for with the Electric Circus?
I think so.
I think
he wanted to venture out, but they still.
I think that was Erica. I don't know.
No, it's partially Erica. We all fall. I don't want to say the trap. That's not the proper word. But we all. In our couple. No. I'm not gonna let you do that, kid. Love is a powerful tool, and quietly he was growing.
Yeah.
As a person, knowing her.
But real talk, the Electric Circus though.
Sonically, it's incredible.
Yeah. All right.
But art-wise,
I have to go back.
Too far gone art-wise.
I have to go back and revisit that, because when that album came out, I gotta tell you the truth. Like, I wasn't feeling that joint. Like, it was too. It was too weird.
It was trying too hard.
It was too weird. He had like Water for Chocolate. I was like, I'm with you. Like Water for Chocolate changed the game, and that was different for Common, because it was Soul Aquarian all sold out and stuff. He was usually like super boom bap to that point. And then it got a little vibey, and it was like that whole era of the Roots and D'Angelo, all that. That was like 2000 or something like that. And then he changed it up on the Electric Circus. Like as a hip hop dude listening, I was like, yo, he got Dilla in them now, like in Roots. He about the next album is gonna be stupid. And then it was Electric Circus, and it was like, all right. You just trying to be different now. So.
But do you think, like, you know, maybe 20 years from now, that'll be like his genius record, or
It might be.
Might be.
It might like when
Might be.
Hear My Dear came out, nobody, you know, went out and got that. But now,
Hear
you
My
know,
Dear
years
is a
later,
masterpiece. That's what he had to give to his wife.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know.
Ice-T, thank God you didn't record anything good. Because you have to give it to Coco.
Are they divorced now?
Yeah, you know, you ain't heard this scoop on him? His wife, you know, this was in Vegas. Oh, come on.
That's not it?
That is it, but something's
Something
not
missing?
No, nothing's missing. It's just something. Hold on.
Something ain't right.
it's crazy when you listen to somebody beat and it sounds complete to you, but the person playing is like,
Yeah, you're like,
yo,
yeah.
it's something missing from the joint.
Yeah.
God damn it.
There's something wrong?
It's something that's happening. Hold on, we're gonna figure this out. God is so good. We're gonna figure this all out.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure this all out. Okay, we don't need that.
You just cut it off and cut it back on again.
Yeah, because I'm pissed.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just.
I'm that pissed.
Hold on. So this doesn't load
It does.
operating system, or it's already on here?
I'm doing something incorrect. I just don't know what it is yet. Select a disc, because I'm a novice. Okay, I've selected the disc I want to use. It's reading the disc that I have in. Okay, great. All programs, load them. Yes. Erase every sound that's in there already and just load them. Great. Okay, we're moving forward now.
Yeah, I'm not. I wish I could help. I'm not nice with
Bro,
50,000.
it's quite all right. It's quite all right.
Shout out to Brent.
Thank you, Brent.
You know what I'm saying?
Saved my life.
Yeah. Look at the fat pads. You got the fat pads.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Yep, I got the precious pads.
You know what I'm saying?
It sounds disgusting because they're red. Oh, that's horrible.
Shout out to NPC stuff.
Yeah, amazing.
I got the fat pads too. I got the fat pads.
I can't, man, Kev, man, let
I
me
got
ask you.
regular joints though. I got the gray joints.
I did red because I was trying to be slick. If I go back, I would do the gray, to be honest.
They cool. They still, you know, it's the same. Roddy got the black joints.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw you in pictures with the 5,000. How was that one?
That was over at my man Dave's house. Dave Scars. That's Charlie Ross.
Is that the video I shot?
5,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over Dave Scars' house.
Was that the guy with the records? I was like, yo, he got like 5 records I've been wanting. I'll choke the life out of him.
Yeah.
He scanned. He did a little scan.
Yeah.
I saw at least 5 that's on my list.
Yeah.
I saw 5.
Dave got
And they were just sitting there willy nilly.
Just laying out. You know,
Dave
like,
got joints. He's, you know, cats be digging, man. That's why I don't consider myself like a digging like that. Like, cause cats be really like digging. Like they want to, you know, a day like Saturday, you mean, like trying to go digging. Like I'm not that dude. I'm not really.
No, what kills me is, you know, you play a song and, you know, Heck Dolo will be like, oh yeah, them the drums from Cold Grits.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what?
Heck Dolo.
Cold Grits, nigga.
Slim Cat. All
Yeah.
the dudes is.
let me tell you what's interesting. I used to be that good, but I'm not as back in the '90s. I knew it. I was like, oh man, that's the Power of Zeus. I got those. Oh, those are that. Now I can't do it as well. But I got a trillion drums. But I can't. I'm not as good at distinguishing them as quickly as I used to be.
Yeah, it's. I've never been good with that stuff. I've never been like.
Shit.
I've never been super on point with the like. Yeah, that's. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I could tell, you know, impeach the president drums, but
Yeah, all
that's
day. No matter how you chop up impeach the president,
Okay, hold
it's
on.
still impeach the president.
right.
Okay, God is on my side. Now,
Yeah, there it is.
You got the loop filtered underneath?
It's playing as it plays. Hold on. The pieces are the, and then there's. Hard to figure out a drum to use because all the Moog sounds, use them loud ass Tribe Called Quest sounding drums don't work with Moog.
Yeah, the boom bap drums don't really work. That's nice.
Okay, let's got that. Okay, we heard that one. Thank
DJ
you.
Ivan, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I wish, man.
I got the beat, son.
No, I'm learning in the process now. Master how to loop in the loop. I would just use the same sound and play it at a different volume.
Yeah, I do that.
So I would put it on 16 level.
Yeah, yeah.
Pick this. Hit it so it would go. So it sounds like it's one note playing.
Yeah, I do that.
And yeah.
So it like fade out.
Yeah, so it fades out,
Yeah.
but I gotta totally redo that one. That sucks, but that's okay. I'm not gonna be mad. Which I guess I did it wrong. Okay, hold on. Let's go here.
So you said you never used the overdub. That's crazy.
Never.
So you start from the beginning. If you got an 8-bar loop, you start from the beginning. That's crazy. Because with the overdub, you could just skip to wherever you want and just hit overdub and just continue on from.
Let's hook you up. Where you
I
at?
think I am hooked up.
Okay, hit something. See what happens.
I ain't even got nothing loaded up.
I think I got you in line.
We tracked it out in the studio, but it might just be the. Sometimes when you filter stuff, it give it a watery kind of sound. So
That's definitely what I was hearing.
Yeah. So let me see. Let me see. Play this turn. This last turn, I think. So up the XL.
Is it in?
It's
Pause.
loading up now.
Okay.
Yeah. Pause.
Wow.
And the 2500, it doesn't knock as hard, so it's just little things you gotta do to make it, hit a little harder. But this is just a beat I was messing around with the other day.
Is it in song mode right now?
Yeah, it's in song mode.
Learn how to do that.
Song mode is awesome. You just string your sequences. Well, you got the SP, so you know.
I figured out how to do it on the 2000.
That's all. It's just like a little 4-bar loop. It's just pretty much the same way you got, whoops, I got the drums here. I got mute group set up, so when you hit one, it cuts the other one.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah. But when you hit the other drum pad, it cuts off the other one, I got a little hi-hat there.
Okay, that's it.
Well, it's nothing else up there.
How about the other noise, the other sounds?
The pianos?
Yes.
It's all the pianos.
Crazy.
I guess it just starts down here.
Oh, you go upward. I go downward. You go
Yeah,
upward.
you know what? Because on the 25, my whole structure is different. But usually on the XL, I usually start from the top.
But since you got here, you start from the bottom.
Because on here, it can do it for you. So I just let it do it for you.
You weren't playing, brother.
I mean, let's see. Sampled it through the 303, so the 30. You know what? I'm not gonna give that away. Just keep that to myself right now. Cause it's people I recognize people listen to me like the same way I was listening to Pete Rock. People are studying my style now. I noticed that. So, and I've given away a lot of treasures before, so I don't think I'm gonna give away a lot of stuff anymore. Not to the public anymore. It's like magic, you know what I mean? You can't. David Copperfield just don't be like, yep, I did it like this. You know what I mean? So there's some stuff I gotta keep to myself. Keep it in the crew, pretty much, you know.
Can you drop the sample and let the bass line play?
Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, man.
It's better be salt and vinegar, nigga.
we're in Crofton, young man. We're in Crofton, young man.
Crofton what? But yeah, that's deep.
Hold up. Pirate's Booty. If you had seen this on an ice cream truck in Landover, it'd be sunflower seed.
You guys have never had this before? I know that sounds gay as heck, but no.
There are earthquakes.
This is for Sean.
In your arms to come.
Right here. You ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and.
You know how much crap you can sell with this playing in the background?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Where the hell did you find that record?
I found 2 of them actually. What happened was
In the dollar section?
no, I actually found it at on Georgia Avenue. This sounds horrible.
Somebody was getting evicted.
No, this is horrible. My kid's school, when we lived in D.C., was a block away from the Penthouse. Next door to the Penthouse is a carryout, and right next to that carryout is an antique store. I found it in the antique store.
Antique store.
Yep, I found it literally 20 feet away from girls clapping their hind parts.
So it was 25 cents.
No, it was about $1. Right? But then I had the flood.
Right.
And I had to rebuy it, find another one at a rebuy.
I'm trying not to show the cover. And you
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I tried to.
Blur that out.
The thing we were working on earlier, I was working on earlier. I'm play that for Kev, so you hear all the pieces.
Air. Oh shoot.
Oh, that's all
Blur
right.
that out. Breathing air. We're breathing air right now. Oh, word.
Ooh.
The part Kev likes.
Ooh.
This is the part Kev. It goes.
wide open. It's just do whatever.
Is that a soundtrack?
Yes, to this old.
I don't have, man.
Everything is folk on it. Listen to it though.
I would have no patience for that record. I would have never found that.
Joints though.
It's an MOP record right there.
And there's this one on there.
You just
After the country ball.
you showing off now, nigga. and then there's this one right here. You ain't even flipped the record over yet.
It ain't that good. Hold on. I forget. It's crap on there.
Whatever, man.
God bless her, right? I think that's the greatest.
Is that from the thrift store too?
This was from This one was from Red Onion. Shout out to
Okay.
Josh at Red Onion.
They're closed now though, right?
No, he decided not to let it be just it was a bookstore and record store. He got rid of the books. Got rid of the books. It's just records now.
Wow.
Really?
Here's something for
On 18th Street, right?
right next to L'Oreal Plaza.
Kid record.
This lady's teaching you your vowels. Listen, it has some great vocal stuff that you'll love. I know you like the vocals. Let's do you.
Let's sing a song about a you that's long. It always sounds the same.
That's crazy.
That's Kev all the way.
Long you says its name. Do you hear the you in a world like you?
For the kids right there.
OTB.
Damn, yeah,
Hey, play that Stevie Wonder real quick. Cause you got it pulled up.
Don't put this in the video because we already.
Sound like the Alchemist right here.
My soul to rock and roll. I never got it back.
Of course, it's about these hits right here.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
no, they do it again. Hold on.
Yes, I believe that we can take it. Stepping through the door ahead of time. I never seen.
Now, those parts I want, but this is the hook. The hooks, because they do it again.
Get my pieces of need.
Got some bitch in the back going, money, money, money.
Stepping through the door.
Oh, Lloyd Banks already did this.
Oh, he did.
Lloyd Banks did this for Cake.
This is Cake.
The dude from North Carolina, what's his?
Oh,
did this.
yeah, that's why it sounded so great. That okay.
I don't know that song.
I remember. Hold on.
Did that just click when you heard the money or did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that because I was wondering. I was like, yo, this sounds too good. Like I must have heard this
Nobody
before.
used
Hold on.
that, yeah.
Hold on. I'm about going right to YouTube right now.
He's looking it up now.
Got you.
It's that serious. That's how.
Yeah,
serious
I think one of Knife's producers did that.
Maybe that's why I thought it was so dope.
real talk right there. There's other stuff to sample than just soul music.
Yeah.
There's other stuff to sample than just soul.
Like
There's so much stuff out there.
Like when I interviewed Crisis, he said he, you know, what did he say he liked to sample? You know, shit from Prague.
Prog rock.
Yeah, Prague rock.
Yeah, that's
Prog rock is crazy.
and it got a lot of drums on it. I got prog
He's
rock
into it. He knows like it's man. There's so much stuff other than just like.
That's not it. I think you found the wrong.
That's what I hate.
Like no black people. I was like, I'm not sampling no soul music. Everybody's sampling soul music. You hear, I'm not gonna name no names, but you hear mad people, you know, when you sample stuff, people just automatically go to soul music, it seems like.
Okay.
Even all over the world, I was in Brazil, and they sampling American soul. You know, it's like, yo, it's other stuff. You know what I mean? It's listen to some other stuff, you know? And it took me a while to do that too. It took me a while to really be like, all right, what else is out there or whatever. But it's, you know, what is this? I ain't gonna tell you the sample.
Like my favorite genre to sample is gospel. Like
Gospel joints is crazy.
organs,
Yeah.
bass, singing.
There's so much crazy stuff out there. There's so much. It's the XL take a little longer to. Must be outside. I'm sorry. Wow. That's crazy. It's crispy.
You know, please don't show that.
Wow.
Let them hear it, but don't show it.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm a beat Nazi. I'm gonna show you niggas shit. I'll play you some drums for fun.
Wow, he's just breaking joints out.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part of it. Was the rap? It's finding the drums. Still love that part. I think that part will last forever, but not for the world, but for select group of people.